Hello everyone, this is Mrs.Z. Here you go, Mrs.Z. Grade 5, Mission 6, Lesson 11, Exit Ticket. Complete the table for the given rules. Question number 1. Complete table for giving rules. This is line L. Rule. Triple X. Triple means 3 times X. So when we find the rule, so that means y is equals triple x. We don't put the multiplication point here because it's invisible rule that this means 3x, 3 times x. So if we know x, it's easy to find the y. If x is 0, 0 times 3 is 0. So the point is pair is 0, comma 0. So that's origin. Next, if x is 1, 1 times 3 is 3 times 1 is 3. So, or 1 times 3 is 3. That is x is 1, and y is 3. If x is 2, so 3 times 2 equals 6. So 2, 6. 3 times 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. So it's 3, 9. So these are coordinate pair for line L. Okay, let's do coordinate pair for line M. Line M. So triple X and then add 1. So it's the same thing as this, 3 times x, triple x plus 1. So to find y, you can triple x and add 1 more. So that would be the rule. So if x is 0, 0 times 3 is 0 plus 1 is 1. So the first is 0, 1. 1 times, if x is 1, 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So it's 1, 4. If x is 2, 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So 2, 7, next pair. And then last 3, 3 times 3 plus 1. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. So 3 tenths be the next one. So right now we have a coordinate pairs for each line. Let's create a line. Draw a line draw each line on a coordinate plan. That's a question A. Okay, now we're going to do it. So we look at the table of the grid, what is 0. So in between 0 and 2, it should be 1. In between 2 and 3 is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. And also here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. All right. So let's do number 0, 0, 0, 0 is origin. Okay. 1, 3. So if you go to x is 1, y is 3. So what they meet is going to be right here. If I take my ruler and just follow the dashes 1 and 3, the point is right here. Okay, next, x is 2, y is 6. X is 2 and y is 6. So I can kind of like x is 2, y is 6, and I can use the dashes up into 6, and then I found this point. Next, 3, 9. Here is the 3. If I go dashes all the way to 9, I can use my ruler to help me. Here is the 9, and here is the 3. So this really tool, it's useful to help me not to make mistake if I am. So I found each point, and this is line L. I'm going to construct the line, and the points are all on the same line, and line goes through origin. Okay, and then I also can add the rule for the line. So y equals 3x. Okay, and that is line L. Line L. Let's do and construct line M. 0, 1. So if x is 0, but y is 1, so you go up, and this is the first point is on the y-axis, 0, 1. So here is that point. Next is 1, 4. So x is 1 and y is 4. So the next one is right here. Okay, x is 1 and 1 is 4. All right, I got that here. Next is 2, 7. 2, 7. It's right here. Okay, next is 3, 10. 3, 10 is about right here. Okay, so here are the points. Okay, and then I'm gonna connect the dots. And okay, let me see if I like this better one. Okay. Okay, here you go. So that is the other line. So next, compare and contrast these lines. It looks like they are parallel, which is correct because they have 3x, and then this one is just 1 unit. The line M is 1 unit away from the line M. This is, so I messed up because this represents this line, and then M, I'm going to write above. So M, if I look M, y equals 3x plus 1. So they have like same slope. The lines are the same. And then apologize. Draw each line on the coordinate plane. Compare and contrast these lines. So we can see that these lines are parallel. We can say one goes through the origin and other goes to positive y. they have same steepness, they are same slope. I would say that could be what could you write on it. Let's just do some of the writing. Compared and contrast these lines. Okay, so these lines are parallel. Parallel. So we can say like L is parallel to M. That's how we can label it. Okay, and then line L goes through origin. Through the origin. Okay, let's do the next. Circle the point that is a line. Circle the point that the line for the rule multiplied by x, multiply x by 1/3, and then add the 1 would contain. All right. Oh, sorry, you can't see this. Is the so now number 2 says a circle point that align the line for the rule multiply x by 1/3 and then add 1. So if we look this, so the rule should be y equals x times 1/3 plus 1. Or it's better if we do like this, y equals 1/3 x plus 1. We also can think that this is y equals x divided by 3 plus 1. There's 3 different ways that you can look on it. If I create a table for this, I can create x and y. So if let's see, if x is 0, what could be the y? So 1/3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. So the first could be point that is that. Next, if I pretend that the x is 1, what would be the y? So instead of x is 1, so 1/3 times 1 is 1/3 plus 1 whole will make 1 whole and 1/3. So next, if I put that this is 2, so 1/3 times 2 is 2/3. 2/3 plus 1 is 1 and 2/3. Okay, all right. If I do x is 3, when I think about 1/3 times 3, so it's 3/3, and 3/3 is 1 whole. So 1 whole plus 1 more whole would be the 2. Okay, so that would be the. So now we needed to. They said circle points that that the line for the rule x multiply x by 1/3 and then add a 1 would contain. So we see that this 0 and 1/2 is not the 1. 1 and 1 and 1/3 is right here. So that's the correct. We can circle that. Okay, and then 2 and 1 and 2/3 is also here. So that can work. And 3 and 2 and 1/2 is not there. So it's not 3 and only 2 has to be. 3 and 2 needs to be. So this is wrong. They don't belong to this line. So if we want to look how this would look like on our, or we can try 0, 1 would be the line. At y is x is 0, y is 1. So they will share point on the number, the line M. And then it will be 1 and 1/3. So x is 1 and 1 is 1 and 1/3. It should be somewhere right here. So the line will go that way if we needed to construct. Well, we don't need to construct this line, so we're gonna end up end this on here. Okay, this was exit ticket on grade 5, mission 6, lesson 11. And it was Mrs. Z. I hope you enjoy. Okay, that's part. And then we answer all these question A, B, we did. And then also we answer the problem number 2 for that. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you.